What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of the Basement Bros Sports Podcast. I'm your host, Ethan.
I'm your host, Elijah.
And Matthew Stafford.
Oh, my God.
Give me one. Give him one. He got a champion. He's a champion. Aaron Donald's a champion. Cooper Kupp. Los Angeles Rams are Super Bowl champions, bro. How did y'all feel about this Super Bowl?
Hey, Ethan's so excited about Matthew Stafford, he ain't even introduced Swaty, bro. Swaty, welcome to the show, bro. Welcome to the show. I know y'all so excited to talk about Matthew Stafford, you know. Welcome to
My
the
fault,
show.
Swaty. You just a regular, bro. You regular. You that third host of the show. My fault, though. Yeah, you third host of the show. They know your face.
I'm playing. All right, let's get to this guy. Let's get to it.
All right, y'all. For anybody that wants to start a podcast and doesn't know where to start, make sure you check out an app like Anchor. It's the easiest way to make a podcast. It's free. There's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. Anchor will help you distribute your podcast to other platforms like Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and many more. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything you need to make a podcast all in one place. So make sure you download the free Anchor app and go to anchor.fm to get started today. Let's go. Like I said, Rams won Super Bowl 56, 23-20, and in a pretty good Super Bowl. I mean, like, you know, best one better than last year's, I would say. But yeah, what did y'all think about Rams Bengals Super Bowl? What did y'all think?
Yeah, it was good. I thought it was a good Super Bowl. It had, you know, I was engaged the whole time. It had, you know, there were possessions where things didn't matter, but the game was always close, so it was always kind of suspenseful. Every play was important, you know. It wasn't like a blowout like I thought it would be.
Did you think that Cooper Kupp was MVP, or did Aaron Donald deserve to be MVP of the game?
Aaron Donald.
Yeah, for sure, Aaron Donald. His plays, Cooper Kupp, actually, so Cooper Kupp, they did have that possession where they just fed Cooper Kupp. He was just unstoppable. But Aaron Donald, I feel like he had 2 or 3 possessions where he made key plays. I think he had more important possessions than Kupp's receptions. But I mean, I think it was a toss up. I'm not mad that Cooper Kupp got it. He did what he needed to do. They literally at one point it seemed like their game plan after not doing anything for a few possessions was, all right, well, we're gonna throw the ball. We're gonna find Kupp and throw him the ball, and that's what they did. So I respect it.
I thought something that was refreshing is that the Bengals defense outplayed their offense. Like, their offense was kind of mid, honestly. And that's a credit to the Rams defense, but it felt like a defensive game. Back-to-back stops.
I mean,
definitely was.
In the first half, I don't know. In the first half, Joe Burrow was dealing. He was getting that ball out quick. The defensive line didn't look like they were getting to him because he was getting the ball out so quick that it looked like he was dinking and dunking his way up the field, and then he would occasionally take the deep shot, and that seemed to be working. And then the second half, I feel like they tried to go more for the deep shots, and then that's when pressure started to get to him, because the deep shot had worked. That the deep passes to Chase started to work, so I feel like he started to think that he could get those more often. And the Rams D line was ready. So, but it was a good Super Bowl. Overall, it was a good Super Bowl.
I just hated the way it ended. It was so uneventful. Like that 4th and 1, I was like, oh, that's it. The game's over. Okay.
Yeah.
I guess the Rams won the Super Bowl. But besides that, yeah, it was pretty interesting. Yeah, I do think Aaron Donald should have won. I did have my money on him. So kind of set on that. But, you know, it was a good Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Okay.
Was it me or was Jalen Ramsey out here looking like Eli Apple? He was getting cooked.
Chill.
Outside of that touchdown.
Buddy was getting whooped. He was getting
Outside of that
cooked.
touchdown, we got face mask,
Yeah,
but
that was a
Jamar
face mask.
Chase was
Yeah, he was cooking him.
he was cooking him, bro.
He was cooking him.
That's Jamar Chase.
Yeah, he was cooking him. I don't even know what to say. You can't even.
You
he
can't.
was cooking him. Yeah.
I mean, good defense. I mean, better offense beats good defense, bro.
yeah. I mean, yeah, I think they didn't try to double him because they had what's his name? Jalen Ramsey. Because they had Jalen Ramsey, they didn't try to double him. In the Chiefs game, they were able to like kind of shut him down, but the other receivers did what they need to do. It was like they should have doubled him. I'm not. It probably would have been worse. They just would have doubled him because he was cooking. Jamar Chase is the truth. It's the truth. That boy is the truth.
I will say I think Odell would have won MVP if he didn't get injured. Because they was double teaming Cooper Kupp, and Matthew Stafford had nobody to throw the ball to. And I think Odell would have definitely beat those matchups, and he would have got a lot more touches. He probably would have got a lot more touchdowns too.
Matthew Stafford definitely injured Odell Beckham. He ended Odell Beckham's career single-handedly.
No, he didn't.
I don't think so. It was a bad pass, but you can't blame that on Matthew.
But it wasn't even that bad. Like, yeah, it was a little behind him, but people make that catch 9 times out of 10.
Yeah.
I mean, I won't say people make that catch 9 times out of 10, but I'll say that 9 times out of 10, people don't get injured on that play.
No, people make that catch because it wasn't that.
I've seen a lot of people drop that pass. A lot of people doing a crossing route or crossing the field, and the pass is thrown behind them, and they drop it. And I've seen a lot of people drop that pass.
Yeah, have you seen a lot of people get injured off of that?
I never
on the quarterback.
That's what I'm saying. I never seen nobody get injured off that, but I've seen a lot of people drop that pass. I'm just saying, if he throws an on-time pass, Odell Beckham is healthy.
Oh my gosh, gotta blame him for something. Gotta throw him under the bus for something.
The craziest take I heard the whole year, I think might have been the whole year, is that but it was crazy because it was like he might be right. Crazy is Nick Wright was like that Odell might have to retire after this season.
Because he injured both legs.
Yeah, he's injured. He's had 2 ACL injuries and a broken leg in like the past 3-4 seasons. And he's about to be 30.
He'll be fine, bro. Somebody will pick him up. Bro. There's always a team like the New York Jets, bro. He can always find a job.
Yeah, but I feel like Odell Beckham wants to play at a high level. He don't want to go back to a team like Cleveland or the Jets, where he's not going to get, you know what I'm saying? He just.
I think he could go back to the Rams.
Yeah, the Rams might sign him back.
I don't think retirement is an. Nick Wright just be talking.
I mean, you got a point. It's a bad look that he hurt his leg 3 times. It's a bad look, but I mean, you got to see how he come back. If he come back close to how he is now, they gonna sign him again.
I mean, I think it's gonna take a while for him to recover from that injury, especially because it's on the same leg that he already had the ACL injury on. Like, he's about to be 30. Like, I just feel like, I mean, it's not how many 30-year-old receivers are really in the game. It's not really that many 30-year-old receivers. Receivers a young man game. After a certain age, they don't be. You know what I'm saying? You're just. So I'm just saying, it seemed like it seemed crazy when he first said it, but then like you think about it, like I don't know. I think that's something he might have to consider. He at least got to consider it.
Yeah, maybe he's a champion now, but I think there's a spot for him on the team. There's a spot for him on the Rams. You gotta remember, he's the third receiver on that team. Like Robert Woods got injured, and he's gonna come back. So he's the third receiver on that team. He can still make an impact.
Could you see a good team picking him up?
Yeah. If Aaron Rodgers stays in Green Bay, I can see them. They can pick him up.
Oh, that's a good point.
All right, New England could pick. Well, I don't know, but maybe New England could pick him up. Maybe.
No, he said he wanted to be a Patriot, but
yeah. No, it's more like would the Patriots pick him up?
Yeah. No, we'll see. I think. Yeah, that's interesting. I'll be interested to see where that goes because he was cooking at the end of this season. Like every time, like most of the time he got his passes, he was open. He scorched his opponent. So OBJ is still like he's OBJ for real.
Now the time is now for you, Elijah. The floor is yours. You have to respond. Matthew Stafford got a ring in his first year. He said he wouldn't do it. The floor is yours. You gotta respond. How does this make you feel? You gotta apologize. You gotta right your wrongs, man. The floor is yours.
Oh my God, Matthew Stafford sucks. He's trash. Like I mean, I'll admit I was wrong. I thought Matthew Stafford. I thought that they were using the fact that he was in Detroit. I thought they were overusing the fact that he was in Detroit. I thought traditionally that like running back, like Barry Sanders, Calvin Johnson, like receiver, they're both very dependent positions. But the quarterback is the position that you can take over a team and really, thrive. So that's where I was coming from. And he had a tendency to, mess up really badly. I will note, but I will note that if the 49ers defender did not drop that clear interception that Matthew Stafford threw directly to his chest,
all right,
they would not be in the Super Bowl. That's all I'm gonna say.
You don't know that.
But they would not be in the Super Bowl.
You don't know that.
The game was over. I thought the game was over. I was about to text y'all something crazy, but he dropped the pass. But I will concede, that's how the game goes. The NFL, football is a game of, bounces and stuff. And Matthew Stafford's the truth. He's the truth. I'll give it to him. The no look was insane. Yeah, I mean, the no look on the last drive is insane. That's just insane. That's Patrick Mahomes.
I don't even like this apology.
What you mean?
Because you was so wrong, bro. Like, damn.
How?
You was wrong. Because we argued for 7 episodes straight.
No? What you want me to apologize for 7 episodes straight? You haven't apologized. You ain't apologized once for the USA take. You just changed what you said.
That was not as egregious as saying the Lions would win 7 games without Matthew Stafford. What?
Nah, that's bro.
I don't know, bro.
You said that the
USA team wouldn't win gold.
Didn't win gold.
Yeah,
that's a given. Come on, bro.
That's
it's not a given.
That is a given.
They lost before.
Yeah, not recently.
This team had shades of the team that lost before, and they barely won.
This team had KD.
And who else? KD had to go off.
That's all that matters.
If you are comparing this to Matthew Stafford, okay.
Bro, those two things are comparable, bro.
No, they're not.
If you look at the odds, I promise you.
Both of them are bad takes, bro.
The odds of the.
I don't think my take was bad because they looked bad. They lost to Nigeria in the preliminary round.
Who cares about the preliminary? Clearly, they didn't.
So, do you care about the regular season?
I mean, no, not when you the gold team.
Oh my God!
What?
You came on here every week saying, Matthew Stafford threw another pick 6. Regular season, right? And then when it counted, he won the championship.
I'm not talking about in the context of the NFL season. I'm talking about in the context of the Olympics. But listen, we getting off track. My apology is sincere. I think Matthew Stafford was that guy this season. He proved me wrong. He did what he needed to do. He's all right. He's good. He's good. He was on a good team and he did what he needed to do on that team. I respect it. It's respectable.
I don't like it, but all right.
I mean, you can argue that Nick Foles played a better but that's a different topic. It's a different topic.
I hate you.
My gosh. what, bro? This did prove that once you got a good team, you can just drop a quarterback in.
That's a fact.
Good things happen, bro. So
it's crazy because
look out for the Broncos. Look out for the Broncos.
That's true. The Broncos, the Titans,
Steelers.
A lot of teams seem to be a quarterback.
Commanders.
Yeah. That's true. That's
I
true.
don't know yet, but hey, we'll see.
Y'all need a linebacker.
Yeah, we
That's
need some
all y'all need.
linebackers. We need a quarterback. We'll be good. We get a quarterback. We'll see. We'll see if we get Russ or Deshaun Watson. But let's get back to Matthew Stafford. You said what?
No, nothing. Go ahead.
He needs
Yeah.
to hate. They gonna hate. They gonna hate. It is what it is.
Enjoy
You say
another
they-
year at TH4.
Or is it fact?
No, bro, never. But all right, we gonna move on to Matthew Stafford and Richard Sherman's comments of he's not believing the hype of Matthew Stafford being a Hall of Famer. He doesn't have any MVPs or All Pros. You know, I think Richard Sherman believes you got to be the top of your position for a long time to be considered a Hall of Famer. So does this championship put him in that conversation to be a Hall of Famer? Matthew Stafford being the subject of this
I
conversation.
thought about this topic the whole day. I even got some people to help me think about it because I just wanted to bounce ideas. But no, he's not a Hall of Famer right now. He's still got probably 6 seasons in him. He's only 34,
Yeah, he got
35.
time.
Mm-hmm.
He can make it up, and he's like 12th in passing yards all time. But I don't like that. The Hall of Fame is getting watered down.
Yeah, OD.
Because
Once Eli Manning got in, anything was possible.
whoa, Eli deserves it. Eli deserves it, bro.
For beating the GOAT twice?
Yeah, I was listening to Bill Simmons' podcast earlier, and somebody said it perfectly. You can't tell the story of football without Eli Manning, which is true.
That's true.
You can't. But players like Phillip Rivers, who are 6th in passing yards all time, he's probably gonna get in the Hall of Fame. That's why I don't like. Like, what did Phillip Rivers do? Nothing. Yeah, he has great passing numbers. He did nothing. Stafford, I'm a Stafford fan, but is he a Hall of Famer because of one Super Bowl? Probably not. Like even though he's 12th in passing, these guys are gonna have all the passing numbers, but they don't deserve to be in the Hall of Fame because it's like you watering it down at that point. It's for people like Brady, the Manning brothers, Ben Roethlisberger, like those type of players. Like it's different tiers. Like give them something else. I don't know. Team, individual team Hall of Fames or something. Like not the actual football Hall of Fame. I don't think he deserves that.
I mean, even for, I mean, I agree. I don't think he's right now. He has a chance to be, of course. You know, if he goes in his career, wins an MVP or two or something, he has a chance to be potential to be a Hall of Famer because his numbers are gonna be insane. And then if what I'm saying, if he goes to another Super Bowl or he wins and he gets MVP, Super Bowl MVP, then there's a conversation. But as it stands right now, I don't think so. Yeah, I mean,
because every starting quarterback's numbers are going to be crazy. If you started for a team for 10 to 15 years, your numbers are going to be crazier than Dan Marino's because they didn't pass the ball like that. So it's kind of watering it down.
Yeah,
Phillip Rivers is my example. That's where we draw the line. Like he does not deserve to be in the Hall of Fame.
Man, I don't know, man. I think Eli's I do not think Eli Manning deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. I understand because I think by the same metric, if you can't tell the story about the person, I agree. But like besides those 2 Super Bowls, you take those 2 Super Bowls out, he's led the league in interceptions like 4 years out of his time that he was the quarterback. Like he's had besides those 2 magical runs that you could argue he had the best defense in the league, both times. And even in those Super Bowls, he didn't score a lot of points. It's not like he ran it up. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not like they won because of him. Like I mean, he had points that showed up, but like they won that first Super Bowl, that ruined the Patriots Super Bowl because their defense played insane.
Right.
Like you know what I'm saying? Of course, the helmet catch kept them in it. But that was an amazing catch, more so than the throw. I mean, he threw it in the area, but the dude,
you gotta give Eli credit because he was sacked.
Breaking out the tackles, but that makes that one play make him a Hall of Famer. That's crazy.
No, the fact that he went to 2 Super Bowls as a wild card and won them, And
Yeah.
he's
So that
ninth
makes
in
you a Hall of
passing yards
Famer.
all time.
It's
Yeah, he's pretty.
I don't know. It's
He has the
complicated,
stats
bro.
and the accomplishments. Phillip Rivers is sixth passing all time with nothing to show for it. You can't even name how many playoff wins he has. You can't even name who he beat in the playoffs if he ever went. It's like, but you know Eli Manning, and he has the numbers to back it up. Yeah, he has interceptions. Brett Favre has interceptions. Brett Favre's a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like that's why I just think for Eli Manning, like besides those Super Bowl, his career is very under. It's average. It's
Yeah.
very average. He has a very mediocre career
Yeah.
overall, and
Those
Agreed.
he
two Super Bowls
Agreed.
put him over the top.
had mad talent around him. The Giants had talent for years. Every year they had some Pro Bowl offensive players. They had running backs. They had running backs. They had receivers. They've had receivers for years. They always had a good defense. And I can't say but he's only gone to the playoffs like 3 times. And it's just those 2 times that he won. 2 of those 3 times he won the Super Bowl.
That's good odds to me.
I mean, that's
It's
he's
just like it's
played
a
for like 13
complicated
years.
case, but it's more that he's in it than he's out of it. You know what I'm saying? Like because of those Super Bowl runs, and to say that I beat the GOAT twice, and in the manner that he did beat them, it's like he outplayed Brady twice.
His story,
nobody can say that.
His story in the NFL is not like all right. If we go with the premise that in order to be in the Hall of Fame, you need to be able to tell the story. Like you need to be included in the story of the NFL. His story has more to do with who he played than him. That's what I think. His story.
But that's both.
But that kind of He was David in both. He was David and Goliath.
Yeah.
1 and 2. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
he stopped
the
the
ultimate David and Goliath.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I understand what you're saying, but
that's what I'm saying. His claim to fame is that he beat a team. All right. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, so Nick Foles is a Super Bowl away from being so is Nick Foles, if Nick Foles go to another team and he makes it to the Super Bowl, is he in the MVP conversation?
Not at all. What are you talking about? Eli Manning started for 15 years as a starting quarterback of the New York Giants. Is 9th in passing yards all time of quarterbacks, all time, top 10. And he has 2 Super Bowls.
But you just said that passing yards aren't the same.
And the Super Bowls is what puts him over the top. It's
bro,
a package deal. Phillip Rivers just has the passing yards. He doesn't have he has no like make an AFC championship.
No, but you're just going against Phillip Rivers. I agree that Phillip Rivers is in the Hall of Famer. I agree that Phillip Rivers is in the Hall of Fame. I'm not saying that Phillip Rivers is in the Hall of Fame.
So like,
but I'm saying that I just don't think that just because
Eli
you win it,
You're just saying that Eli isn't either?
Yeah, I just don't think that Eli Manning is a Hall of Famer. I don't think that. I watched him be terrible for years. For years, he was terrible. And he just went on 2 magical runs the same way. That's why I brought up Nick Foles, because I think that although he started all of those years, I think that Nick
that's
Foles.
A bad example.
I think Nick Foles had a magical run. And in those games, he played just as good as any quarterback has ever played. In those 3 games, he played just as good as any quarterback ever in the history of football. He played just as good as any quarterback. In that Super Bowl, he played just as good as any quarterback. But I don't think that a run I think you have to sustain greatness is how you get into the Hall of Fame. I don't think just 2 moments of greatness is how you get into the Hall of Fame. That's not what I would consider Hall of Fame material.
But I don't think it's just 2. He was consistent. Even though they didn't win the Super Bowl every year.
I don't think he was consistent.
You don't get to 9th in passing yards all the time being not consistent. I mean, I'm just saying.
That's what. But I told you he's always had mad talent. He's only been to the playoffs like 4 times. It's 3 or 4 times. It's either 3 or 4. Look at it. It's 3 or 4. He's been to the playoffs some crazy low amount of times. And it's just like he just happened to go to I don't know. Like he had.
Hey, when he's in the playoffs, you don't want to see him. It's that simple, bro.
If Odell and Victor Cruz ain't going that boat with Justin Bieber, they probably would have did another run.
Yes. I don't know.
Never know.
Yeah,
I got Eli in the
he's
Hall of Fame. He
he's
might not be
probably
first ballot, but
yeah.
he's
He's
gonna go to the Hall of Fame.
You see, because then I don't even understand what the Hall of Fame goes to, because I don't think you can tell the story of the NFL without Devin Hester. Devin Hester should be a first ballot Hall of Famer. He's the greatest return man of all time.
Okay.
I would agree with that.
Yeah, no one's arguing that.
I would agree with that.
No, the reason why I say that is because he just didn't make the first ballot. He just missed his first ballot.
Yeah,
That's
I
why,
think
that's
to
why
be
I'm
a first
saying,
ballot,
like,
you got to be all time great.
great.
But
All-time
yeah, I
great.
mean, Eli
to me
Manning
is not all time
yeah,
great.
Eli making the first ballot is wild, you know. But if he's like second or third, that makes sense.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
He might not make it on his first year, but
He better not make it on his first year. That's crazy. Yo, if he's a first ballot Hall of Famer, that's crazy.
But
He's not a first ballot
you also have to think about the people whose year it is. You know what I'm saying? Who's up for Hall of Fame induction.
I promise you, whoever retired the year he retired, there has to be more people that's eligible than Eli Manning, bro. He cannot be a first ballot Hall of Famer. That's crazy to me.
Yeah, Eli made it 1, 2, 4 times.
He made it to the playoffs 4 times. He played 13 years. That's crazy.
Hey man, that's a Hall of Fame. That's a Hall of Fame you're talking about.
That's crazy. I can't say it. I can't accept that, bro.
Yeah, that's
crazy.
Eli's a Hall of Famer. I hope Phillip Rivers don't make it. Big Ben's a Hall of Famer. Tom Brady's a Hall of Famer, of course.
The crazy thing is Phillip Rivers probably has like triple the amount of playoff wins as Eli Manning.
No, he doesn't. I promise you he doesn't.
He probably has more.
Look that up.
Eli Manning, look how many more. He probably has more.
Eli went to 2 as a wild card. He went to 2 Super Bowls. So that's what 8.
There got to be
playoff wins already.
That's 8 right there.
Phillip Rivers don't got that. I promise you.
Phillip Rivers probably got more than 8. He probably has just as much.
Bro, y'all, please look that up. I want to see. It's going.
Eli Manning is 8-4 in the playoffs.
Oh, he's 5-7. Sheesh.
Phillip Rivers is
5-7. Yeah, he always, whenever he went against Brady, it was an L automatically.
It don't matter who he went up against in the playoffs. He's not good. He's not good in the playoffs. He has all the numbers, but he's just not. He's not that guy.
He lost Josh Allen.
So 2 Super Bowls put you in there.
No, I just think that it's a case by case basis, and I think that Eli gets in.
I think he had 2 Hall of Fame runs. I mean, like that kind of.
The second time he went to the Super Bowl, they were just a wild card. It wasn't like the Patriots were undefeated. I understand,
but wild cards don't usually win Super Bowls. You know what I'm saying? Like as a wild card team, they don't usually.
I mean, the Bengals were
rare.
The Bengals were in the Super Bowl this year.
They were division leaders. That's not a wild card.
They won the division. They did win the division.
They were like the Bucks.
Every team this in the AFC this year was a wild card.
Oh my
God. Every team
because it's different. Because there's only one team gets a bye now.
Yeah, now, but we're not talking about division leaders. We're talking about like you were. They were the last seed. They were the 6th seed both times.
I think we should just move on to the next quarterback because Eli is. I mean, Eli don't like Eli.
Hell, I can't let him be.
Is it the name?
Let's talk about Cam. Cam, no.
You got chill.
No,
I
don't think Cam Newton is a
the best dual threat quarterback of all time.
That's Michael Vick. Stop.
Michael Vick.
Numbers wise or talent wise?
I mean,
talent wise, is Vick.
I guess you got to give it to Cam. He had if Michael Vick doesn't have that whole situation.
Michael Vick went to jail for 2 years.
Yeah, if he doesn't have that whole situation, we don't know.
Those 2 years, that's like that's about 50 touchdowns he missed out on.
Right.
He came back and won comeback player of the year though. That's like MVP.
Cam won MVP.
Cam won MVP. If he wins a championship, if he wins the Super Bowl that year, we have a different conversation right now. But
yeah, Cam probably don't make it though.
Yeah, he's not making it for sure. He's not making it.
Especially like his career now is kind of getting bad now.
Yeah, his peak was too short. He's not making it.
That's tricky. Now we gotta.
I used to think that
right now, no.
Automatic Hall of Famer. I used to think that Russ was a Hall of Famer a minute ago, but I feel like Russ has been in MVP vote. There's been a lot of years that he's been like second or third in MVP voting,
and still ain't win nothing. So
he never won it. But he has a Super Bowl ring. He has a Super Bowl
Mm.
ring.
Yeah.
Right now, I would say no. Right now, I say
probably
no.
If he leaves his team and then like is successful for like
Yeah.
let's say 4 or 5 more years, then yeah, probably.
He's a Super Bowl champion, Walter Payton Man of the Year, second team All Pro, 9-time Pro Bowler. I mean, he has the accolades.
He has the accolades. And I also think if he wins one more Super Bowl, he's a Hall of Famer.
Well, if he wins one more Super Bowl, hands down. But I'm just saying, if he don't, like, if he just has like 5 more high, passing years, he could definitely make it because you just said 9 Pro Bowls. So
yeah,
9 Pro Bowls. He get an All Pro, maybe an MVP.
Yeah,
maybe. Yeah. What other Hall of Fame level quarterbacks are in the league? Which I say Mahomes right now can make his case.
Aaron Rodgers is a Hall of Famer for sure.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that one you gotta talk about that.
Aaron Rodgers,
Mahomes.
And Mahomes.
If he retired today, no.
Yeah, today he can be a Hall of Famer.
All right.
I don't know, bro.
He retired.
Mahomes
today.
could.
You cannot tell.
He's definitely going.
He can make his argument.
He can make going to the Hall of Fame, bro, but he's not retiring today and walking into the Hall of Fame.
NFL
maybe not first ballot, but he's going
to
go in there.
Ballot. He is retiring today and walking into the Hall of Fame.
God forbid something happens. He in a tragic something happens. He's a Hall of Famer. You cannot tell the story of Patrick Mahomes.
Super Bowl champion.
You cannot tell the story of the NFL without Patrick Mahomes. It's impossible.
Super Bowl champion, Super Bowl MVP, MVP in the NFL.
It's impossible.
Offensive Player of the Year, All Pro, first team, All Pro, second team, 4 Pro Bowls. He's been in the Pro Bowl every year.
He has more impressive accolades than Eli Manning already.
Yeah, but
he's had a better career than Eli Manning already.
Yeah, but
yeah, but
yeah, but
no, come on.
I
don't know, bro.
I don't know.
Nah,
I'm not
he's
saying
a Hall of Famer.
I'm not, yeah.
He's a
I
Hall
don't
of
know.
Famer.
Right now, if he retired,
right. I'm just saying right
put him
now, if he retires, I don't. Nah.
He already is been an All Pro, an MVP, a Super Bowl MVP. He's like his 4th year.
I don't know, bro.
Yo, he's come on. This is third year as a starter. Third year? Is he the third?
He got drafted. This might be he's coming up on his 5th, I think.
No, but this is his as a start. Oh, so it's his 4th year as a starter.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah, because he.
I don't know, bro.
Yeah, he's he's gonna be a Hall of Fame.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't really care.
No one else though.
Today.
No one else.
Yeah.
Mac Jones.
Oh my God. Let's move on.
What? What other sure bet outside of quarterback? Any other sure bet Hall of Famers outside of? I mean, I say Aaron Donald. Aaron Donald right now.
Yeah, Aaron Donald, Derrick Henry for sure. Who else?
Would y'all put Julio in there?
Nook. Well, yeah, probably Julio.
Jason Kelce for the Eagles for sure, Hall of Famer.
Travis 100%. Kelce too.
I think talking about his center.
He's one of the best centers in NFL history, easily.
Trent Williams, Zach Martin.
Is that not true? Don't listen. Don't do that. He one of the best centers in NFL history, bro.
Elijah gonna start naming the whole Eagles. He gonna say Lane Johnson, Brandon Brooks. Oh my gosh.
Gronkowski.
Gronk, yeah, for sure, Gronk.
Oh yeah, Justin Tucker, Hall of Famer, for sure.
Yeah.
Stephon Gilmore. I don't think y'all heard me, Gilly.
Yeah, Gilmore Hall of Famer.
All right.
Don't he got like
maybe not first though? Maybe not first though.
Nah, he gonna be first. Stop playing him.
Yeah, I don't know about first.
Bump
he was kind of the best corner in the league for like what, 1 year, 2 years?
He was a Pro Bowler this year.
He been tough, even when he was with the
barely
Bills.
played this year, right?
Yeah, that's why it's crazy.
He was a reserve?
I think he was like a reserve.
Bump and run.
What?
Deal.
He ain't play.
He was hurt. He was hurt.
He still made the Pro Bowl. That's how.
That's crazy.
I told you.
Yeah, he's a Pro Bowl. Yeah. He's a Hall of Famer.
He's a Hall of Famer, bro.
He's a Hall of Famer.
I mean, I think
Yeah.
Diggs is gonna be Hall of Fame. It's too early, but I think
Who?
Diggs will be Hall of Fame.
Which one?
Stephon. Where you wildin'? We ain't
Come
talking
on,
about that,
man. When I
man.
say-
We ain't talking
when I
about
say
double.
quarterback,
We not talking
nah.
about double move special. We not
Nah,
talking
when I
about
talk
we
about
talking about
Diggs, come
cornerbacks.
on,
He
man.
say Diggs. You know what I'm
Nah.
thinking of. That's
Nah.
wild, bro.
that. We not talking about
No.
no double move special. Hell no.
Future Hall of Famers, Michael Parsons gonna be Hall of Fame. We getting a little ahead of ourselves.
Yeah, we gonna have to see, but he's on track.
He's a
Nah, he
monster.
definitely a Hall of Famer, bro. He the
Yeah.
best player ever.
Man, this is his favorite player. God.
No, you know who nice? Yo, TJ Watt might be Hall. I mean, JJ Watt.
JJ Watt's
Oh, yeah,
Hall of
JJ
Famer.
Watt.
for sure.
Both of them, Watt
Yeah,
brother.
TJ Watt gonna be a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
Ben Roethlisberger too. I mean, we already said, but Ben Roethlisberger gonna be Hall of Famer. I don't think he should be. Yeah, I mean, yeah, he got.
If you was about to say you don't think Ben Roethlisberger should be first ballot, you out your damn mind.
I reneged. Some of his Super Bowls, they had some of the best Super Bowls ever. Honestly,
Yeah,
honestly,
that Cardinals Super Bowl.
was insane. Even though the Eagles should have went to that Super Bowl.
Oh my god.
Nah, I think y'all lost.
We
Did y'all
lost
lose bad in that Super Bowl?
No, we lost the NFC Championship. It was. Close
I mean
until
that championship. Didn't y'all?
it was
just-
close
Damn.
until it wasn't. It was close until it wasn't.
That was them years y'all was going 4 times in a row.
Yeah.
Nah, that was after that.
No,
Y'all
that's no, it was before that. Before that, we did.
That was McNabb later years.
Yeah.
That's when y'all try to give it to us and nah.
All right,
I
let's
don't know
move on. Let's move on. Let's move on.
Oh my gosh. All right. Off season. The NFL season is over. And in the next couple of weeks, we're gonna have a lot of moves, a lot of things to talk about in the NFL. What predictions do y'all have for the off season going forward?
You wild for putting Brill on that joint.
Who?
On the right, bro.
He better. What you mean? He gonna get traded? He said he looking to go to the Bucks or the Vikings.
Who? Deshaun?
Yeah, he said that's who he eyeing. That's on his radar. The coach, Lovie Smith, said he looking to get this saga, the Deshaun Watson saga, over with in Houston. So it looks like they gonna get him out of there.
I was talking to some Commanders fans, and they was not trying to give up picks. I don't know why for a quarterback.
For Deshaun Watson, they tripping. I don't
Nah,
know why.
I asked them about Kyler. You know how Kyler's having little problems in Arizona. So I was like, would y'all give up 2 first-round picks, 1 second-round pick, and Daron Payne for him? Would you do that, Ethan?
For Kyler,
No.
That's why they
I
never
would think
gonna be
about
good.
it. I would think about it. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Bruh.
No.
Only
mean,
the only thing that would worry me is that Kyler gets injured once
That's what
a
I'm
year.
saying.
That's the only thing that
No.
would worry
Yeah.
me.
Kyler
That was the only
Murray
thing that would worry me. But
Kyler
his
Murray
talent
is
is
not
worth
in the
it, though. His
He's
talent
He's
is
not
worth
been
it.
to me. He's not been in the league long enough to warrant that much compensation.
I would rather trade all that compensation for Deshaun Watson than Kyler.
Your
For me,
compensation scale is messed up, bruh.
how,
Because
bro?
he's injured.
Kyler
No.
Murray-
Yes, he's injured a lot. Yes, I agree with y'all wholeheartedly. But yes, his talent is up there, and he's what 26, 25?
He's worth this. He's worth the talent. It would just I wouldn't be mad at the trade. It would just scare me that he gets injured every year.
It's all about the injuries. But
yeah, I think our O line's better than theirs, though. I think our O line's better than theirs.
The injuries are a part of the reasons why I wouldn't pick him up.
Yeah.
But also he's only been to one playoff. We've only seen him in the playoffs once, and he played horrible. I would at least try to trade for somebody who I've seen in the playoffs. I would trade that compensation for somebody who I've seen long term and seen them in multiple seasons.
It's feel like Stafford all over.
I wouldn't take that playoff.
Stafford was 10 years in.
I wouldn't see
and
that.
he didn't win a playoff game, and they still traded 2 first-round picks for him.
I wouldn't take that playoffs. I wouldn't take that playoff thing too serious. It was his first game. It's not that. Yeah, everybody has a bad playoff game. Aaron Rodgers had a bad playoff game.
I'm not just talking about the playoffs, but it's the Lions are not comparable to the Arizona Cardinals. Come on now.
That's true.
He had a team around him, and even if you want to say that he lost D-Hop, he still had a tight end. He had one. He still had Zach Ertz. He still had receivers. And you can argue their running game was kind of trash, but he had running backs that could catch the ball. He did not have a terrible team. He played terrible. That's one of the worst playoff games I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna hold one playoff loss against him, because what if he comes back next year and plays well? You know what I'm saying? Like
he did the same. He always comes back the year after and plays well. It's just
Yeah, I'm
whether
saying in the
he's able
playoffs.
to
I'm saying, what
sustain that.
if he has a great game in the playoffs, then that erases that whole thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna hold one loss in the playoffs against him. I'm not gonna do
I'm
that.
just saying for this season, I would not trade all those picks for Kyler Murray. He hasn't shown me anything that would make me. At least Matthew Stafford has had, and before that, he had a 5,000-yard passing season. You know what I'm saying? He's had something. You know what I'm saying? He's show, you know what I'm saying? He's had some
Well,
credible. What has
you know,
Kyler
all
Murray
Matt
done?
Stafford good stuff now, huh?
I mean, I knew that. I knew that before. I knew that
He was
before.
a
And I thought that was crazy. I thought that was crazy. It makes sense now, but I just don't. I would not trade all. No.
Yeah,
All right, what
I would.
about Russ? Russ for the same package.
Russ would make
Russ is
sense.
different. Russ makes more
Russ would
sense.
make sense.
Russ
I
makes more
mean, look,
sense.
anything is better than the situation now. So
That's what
if we have
that's all I'm
Kyler,
saying,
if
bro.
we have
Yeah,
Kyler, we're I think that we have the best quarterback in the division. It gives us a good chance to win it. If we have Russ, same thing. Deshaun Watson,
Yeah.
same thing. So
It
the only
it
thing with, like I said, the only thing with Kyler is that he gets injured. If he can, hopefully, if he stays healthy for us, perfect. That would be, I'll be happy. I wouldn't knock
I
the
just
trade down though. I
I
wouldn't
just
say
threw that
definitively
question out
no.
there because like Commanders fans was like, no, why would I do that? I'm like, we're not ready to compete because I'm thinking of this
Mm,
offseason, the teams are looking to be the next Rams and the next Bucks. Like they got
yeah,
quarterbacks that offseason, won a championship shortly after. So
right.
you got to look for the next quarterback on the move so you can insert that quarterback and see what you got. So like I thought the Commanders, they had a pretty good defense. At least I think they have a good defense with a
Yeah,
defensive minded coach.
yeah.
Ron Rivera's been in the Super Bowl before. So
Right,
I'm pretty
right.
sure he can coach him up and get him back to another one.
Yeah,
But
only
you
thing
need
with
a
us is
quarterback.
that only thing with us is that our defense isn't playing the way it's not playing up to our potential. So hopefully we can get that straightened out. We can get whatever was going on last year. We just because even before injuries, we were trash on defense. So if we get that figured out, plus the quarterback, I think we'll be fine. So
Eagles
yeah,
too,
hopefully,
because the Eagles have 3 first-round picks this year,
yeah. I hope
right?
like 16, 17, and 19 or something crazy. So like, it's
Y'all
no,
could go ahead and trade for somebody too. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. It's no point to keep picks, bro. You get a quarterback, bro.
No, but that's what. But I think that would be different if we do it. I think that would be different than the Bucks and the
the
Rams
Rams.
because
It's
the
different.
Rams
Yeah,
they
I
already
don't think
had
you're
good
ready.
teams. They were a quarterback away. We have mad. Our secondary is terrible. We don't have no linebackers. Even our defensive line is overrated. Like, our defense sucks. Like, our offense, I think we still need another receiver. We got good backs, but like we just too far away.
I,
I
I,
would
I
want
yeah.
to
can
see.
counter.
See,
I can counter
yeah,
that. Look at the Bengals. They made it to the Super Bowl. And
right.
what they were missing last year was a quarterback. They made it to the Super Bowl without an offensive line, bro. That man Joey Burrow was. You don't know what you have until you get that quarterback. That's all I'm saying. You got to get a quarterback. That's what I feel like. Trade the picks. Look at the Rams. Trade the picks. You don't need first round picks, bro. They
Nah.
overrated.
And then
Yeah, it's just I don't
another
know.
problem with the
It's
first
tricky,
round
bro.
picks.
It's tricky.
Another
It's
problem with the
tricky.
first round picks is once you win big, once you win big, like the Rams did, they're
Mhm.
gonna have a lot of players that want to get paid and move, and now you don't have any picks. So it works for you. You have to win that Super Bowl because if your team does well, you're gonna have to pay a lot. There's gonna be a lot of players that they need to
I
pay
don't.
next
I
year, and
don't
they don't
agree
know if
with
And
they
that.
can
that
keep them.
and that rebuild gonna be mean.
Yeah,
That
when it
rebuild gonna be
finally, you know what
nasty.
I'm saying? When it
Yeah,
finally
but
dries up, you're gonna have no compensation.
nah, I don't agree with anything y'all are saying. I really don't. Because
All right, we'll see.
there's 7 rounds in the draft. You don't only got to choose first round picks. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
true.
So like, if you draft well, 2 through 7, your rebuild will be fine. And what you said, then what you said before that? I forgot.
That they gotta get
Eli.
paid. They gotta get
Oh yeah,
paid.
yeah. I don't agree with that neither. Because I mean, they've been doing this, trading their first round picks and 4 players since 2015, and they've been competitive the whole time. So I mean, even if the players are going to get paid, they're bringing more talent back in, is what I'm saying. So it's a revolving door. It's football. You can't be on the
Right,
top all the time, anyways. So you might as well, once you have a window, you gotta attack. You gotta attack that window. You can't just think about the future all the time.
right.
Once you got
But I
that
think
window, you gotta attack.
Yeah,
But I think also one thing we're not thinking about with this in terms of like the Bengals. Yes, the Bengals kind of just dropped their quarterback in and they went to the Super Bowl. They also had a lot of talent around us.
yeah,
I can't really speak too much
talented.
about the Eagles, but I know Washington, we don't have a Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, and Tyler Boyd and a Joe Mixon. We don't have that. So you drop a quarterback in, Terry McLaurin is going to get double teamed, and we have nobody else. So we're going to have to go out and get all these other people. We can't just drop a quarterback in. I don't think if we're going to trade away all that compensation, we're going to have to get a top tier quarterback. We can't settle for nobody trash. Or not like, can't settle for nobody mediocre like a Jimmy G or Derek Carr. You know what I'm saying?
Do y'all know who Quez Watkins is?
Yeah, that's y'all receiver.
Yeah,
why you try to do him like that?
I was just wondering if y'all knew who Quez, because that's our.
Oh yeah, I don't know who Quez Watkins is.
Why you try to do him like that? Like,
I'm just asking.
You know who Quez Watkins?
Does the average person know who Quez Watkins is? No, because
I don't know.
That's our second best receiver. It's not Higgins. It's not. You know what I'm saying? Like I think the Bengals even had better weapons than we had on offense. I mean, granted, we just traded away Ertz, but we had two tight ends that played the same, that were just as good as each other, I would argue, in Goddard and Ertz. And we have Smith. I think Smith is the number one, but I think we just need more. We just need more before we. Like, I definitely agree with what you're saying. The picks make sense, especially if I feel like you feel like you're a quarterback away. But like
really, really a quarterback away. Like the Rams were really a quarterback away.
Right. If you feel like you're a quarterback away and everything around that person makes sense, I get it. But like, I do not think us trading our compensation, we can get really good defensive players. Like, look at the Cowboys. The Cowboys got a generational talent in Michael Parsons. They don't got to pay him for a while now. He's on a rookie contract. They're good for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But like, yeah, I just wouldn't trade compensation for a quarterback for a team that isn't Super Bowl ready. It just seems I couldn't do it. I mean, Howie might do it though. I'm not the GM. Our GM is Howie Roseman.
I would.
When it come to quarterbacks,
that's what I'm saying, bro. If I was a GM,
I would trade, but it has to be like top T. Like he has to be Deshaun Watson level, Kyler Murray level.
He has to be Russ, because Russ is what, 33.
Yeah, you got like what 6-7 years left.
So I would trade for him if my team is kind of ready. But if if for Deshaun, man, take all them picks. What, he's like 26, 27. We could still build if we draft well through those 2 in the 7 rounds. People are gonna want to play with the top tier quarterback, so they're gonna sign with me.
But you gotta put into you gotta put in the context the reason why the reason why Deshaun Watson was trying to leave his situation because the Texans sucked. He don't want to go into a situation where his team got to rebuild again. Then you just in the same situation that he was with the Texans. He gonna hold out again. You know what I'm saying?
If you as bad as the Texans, you probably shouldn't be trading your picks outside.
Right.
But they were 2-14. I'm talking about the Commanders. The Commanders and Eagles, right? The NFC is wide open. We can all agree on that, right?
Yeah.
Tom Brady just retired. The Rams, they're the Rams, and Aaron
It's really
Rodgers,
the Rams 49ers.
We don't even know what's up with the 49ers, because if Jimmy G leaves, is Trey Lance ready? I mean, the team is good around him, but
he looked mid.
Yeah, so that's up in the air too. It's basically between what Aaron Rodgers does and the Rams. That's what I'm thinking. So if you're in the NFC, you want to get one of them AFC quarterbacks such as Deshaun Watson, bring him over here if he could help you win, because you can compete. That's what I'm thinking. But
but you gotta think about his timeline. That makes sense, but like, he wants to win. I think he wants to go to a team that's gonna win now. Like, he already said,
and he has that trade clause. So
so he can choose. And he already said that he don't want to go to the Eagles. He explicitly said that he doesn't want to go to the Eagles. The Eagles are trying to get him this season. He said no. So
it's Bucks and Vikings right now. It's Bucks Vikings on his radar. So
Bucks and Vikings.
I don't know why the Vikings would be there, but Bucks make sense.
He's gonna have Justin Jefferson and Thielen. And he's gonna have a running back. The Vikings is Kirk Cousins just sucks. The Vikings should be really good.
Are the Vikings gonna give up on Kirk Cousins though?
They should. They're one of those teams that if you drop a good quarterback in, they could be nice. They have two really, really good receivers. Really good receivers.
I
That
don't know
two,
about the rest of the roster. I'm
yeah,
Yeah,
not
that's
yeah.
what
too
I'm saying.
familiar
Their
with the
defense
offensive
isn't all that.
line.
Their
I'm not too
offensive line isn't all
familiar.
that. The defense isn't all
Yeah.
that. So the
Look,
Bucks is a better offense.
Deshaun Watson knows how to play without an offensive line. Joe Burrow, trust me, he was leading the
He was the
league in
first Joe
sacks.
Burrow.
Yes, he was leading the league in
He
sacks
could have
way
been.
before, and he was going to the playoffs way before Joe Burrow was going to the playoffs with no offensive line. He could do it.
No,
Yeah.
bro. Tell him.
All
Tell
he
him.
need
Tell him.
is
Say he.
somebody when he throw the
Tell,
ball up, they're gonna be there.
tell him to give the green light to Commanders, bro. We want them.
This should be definitely an interesting offseason.
Yeah, I love this offense.
I think a lot of quarterbacks are on the move. They say Russ not moving, but I
We'll
don't
see.
know. Who
We'll
knows?
see. We'll see what we give the. We'll see what type of package we give to Seattle. You know.
He needs to go. He needs to go. Their offense is boring. Watching the Seahawks play sucks.
Yeah, and then DK need to ask for a trade to the Patriots next.
He drops a lot of passes. I don't know if you.
I don't care. He's 6'6" and running 4.3.
Yeah, he's fast. He can't run routes though, but he fast.
I mean, he drops passes, bro. I don't know. I wouldn't want him.
But he catch some too though, and some of them be touchdowns.
He nice though. He nice though. Yeah, he nice. All right, man. Let's move on to this NBA, man. Blockbuster trade. James Harden for Ben Simmons. Brooklyn traded James Harden and Paul Millsap to the 76ers for Ben Simmons, Seth Curry, Andre Drummond, and 2 first-round picks, I think.
Jeez.
So, who wins this trade? Who won? Who came out on top of this trade? Me personally, I think it's a great trade on both sides. I mean, it really just depends on how James Harden plays, but I mean, if James Harden plays like how he played when he first got to Brooklyn, I think both sides really, they did good. I think Brooklyn got the edge because they got the center that they needed, plus Seth Curry. They got 3 starters in this trade, to be honest with you. So,
all right.
But I think it's a great trade for both teams. What y'all think?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's good for both sides. I will give the edge to the Nets just because the Sixers gave away picks. They gave away their picks, and Ben Simmons is younger than James Harden. So, I think the youth, they have a long-term, well, if he stays, they have a long-term, I think Ben is going to want to be there just because he's in the East, he gets to play the Sixers. You know what I'm saying? I think he's going to want to be there for a long time. And I think he just they filled a lot. They filled all their needs, where I feel as though the Sixers kind of just improved on what they already had. They gave away Seth Curry for James Harden. I think Seth Curry is a more efficient shooter, but James Harden is a star. You know what I mean? So they just improved in that area. Whereas the Nets actually got better. Like they got they filled all the holes in their team, and they got compensation just in case. Because Kyrie is a question mark going forward. So now they have compensation to kind of answer those questions down the line. So I thought that was smart on their end.
But hear me out. What if Brooklyn trades Kyrie and those 2 first-round picks for Damian Lillard?
Oh,
that's OC.
I think about that.
That's OC.
I was thinking about that. Like, what if they trade? Like, they get Dame in the offseason, Ben Simmons, KD, Seth Curry, Andre Drummond. That's their starting lineup.
That's the thing. I don't know if Portland would do it because they're rebuilding. I don't think the organization would rebuild around Kyrie. But the picks is what puts them over. That's what I'm saying.
Say they don't have to.
The picks is what makes it a good deal.
Damn, we can make it a 3-team trade, and the Lakers get Kyrie, and then we send some more picks to Portland. So now they get like 6 picks.
That would be OD. That's actually a good trade. We need to call that in.
We gotta just deal with Kyrie BS if you want to play every 5 games.
Nah, he don't got to get vaccinated in LA.
Oh yeah, okay. We already know LeBron know how to handle Kyrie. You know what I'm saying? So
that's a perfect.
We trade Russ to Portland too. throw
Hey
him in.
man, Rob Pelinka need a burner so we can send that to him.
Brian, I'm about to find his number, bro.
We got that's what I'm saying. That trade is elite. That's
That's
a
block,
win-win-win. Every team wins. Unless Dame, but that's the thing though. Dame is a question mark right now.
What you mean?
They
Man,
saying
why
that
he a question mark?
they saying that abdomen is really bad right now.
I
So
mean,
I don't know.
He not going to the playoffs. He'll be fine.
yeah, I mean, we not talking about the trade today. He should be fine by
be fine.
September.
Yeah, he'll be fine.
He said the abdomen been bothering him since last year.
Bro,
Get the
he'll be
surgery,
fine.
man.
He already did.
I mean, that's what I'm saying.
Didn't he?
That's your abdomen is a very weird part of your body. So it's like that's what I'm saying. It's probably a more complicated injury than what I'm saying. It's something that probably always lingers and lags. That's a very weird part of your body. It's like messing up.
Sound like he running from the grind, bro. He'll be all right. Put some icy hot on it.
Oh my god.
Get back to the grind.
That's crazy. That's a good trade.
Yeah, I think the Nets won the Ben Simmons trade though, because I think with the big three of those three, Ben Simmons is now like the fourth option. He was like a second or third option on the 76ers. That's why he was so scrutinized, like when he passed up shots. But now he literally does not have to shoot. He can be he could be a 6'10" Rondo.
Right.
Defense, facilitating, and fast breaks. It's ridiculous. He's gonna be his college self, his high school self, just being bigger and faster than everyone else, and just doing that.
The Nets culture is horrible though. That's a fact.
Patty Mills says he sees a fired up Ben Simmons in practice.
What you mean the Nets culture?
Just KD's not a culture guy.
You don't think he's a good OG?
All you want to do is hoop, man.
That's
all you want to do is hoop.
All I want to do is hoop. He's a terrible OG.
Terrible OG, terrible GM.
Kyrie's a terrible OG. Kyrie's a terrible OG. Who else?
Andre Drummond, a terrible OG.
Yeah, they culture
Big Penguin. What y'all mean?
They might have the worst culture in the league, easily.
Steve Nash probably passive as hell.
Yeah, he's passive. That's all I'm saying. It's just they have a terrible culture.
Damn, who is the big vet?
Probably Patty Mills.
Patty Mills, yeah. They both Australian.
They never gonna win.
They both Australian. What you mean?
Your vet can't be your eighth man.
Yeah, why not?
Marcus Smart tried that.
How we know KD not gonna be like, look, this is what you gotta do. This is what we need you to do.
We know he's not, bro. We literally have been watching KD hoop his whole life. We know exactly who he is.
So what I'm hearing is the Sixers won this trade.
Nah, dang, there gotta be a vet on that team, bro.
Y'all saying there's no vet on the team.
I think the what's it called? I think they're gonna figure out how to play or something, but I just know the culture after the games they lose. It's super awkward in the locker room. They all going home.
You pointed that out, bro. I'm thinking. I think you might be right, bro. Jesus, no one. That's why the James Harden situation was even happening because there wasn't no vet. Because KD brought both of them in. He brought Kyrie and Harden in. Both are friends to him. They're not friends to each other, and they didn't really like each other and coexist. And he never sat them down and he was just like, terrible. Hey, he's not a good. He's just here to hoop, bro.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, maybe. So Sixers won.
Dang. But I don't think the Sixers won either. Damn, what if they both lost this trade?
I don't think so. I really think the Nets. I think the Nets are going to be a problem once they get going. KD come back, Ben Simmons come back. I think it's going to be a problem, man.
That James Harden and Embiid pick and roll is going to be insane.
Oh yeah, it's
gonna be nasty. But is that Harden the same Harden that we know? I don't think he's the same Harden that we know, bro. He lost a step. I think he lost a full step now. Half a step.
I just feel like he plays off of emotion. If he's not feeling the area, I feel like he loves Daryl Morey. I feel like he's going ball for them.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, can we definitively say that it was like now the question is was it the rules that was making him play like that, or was it Brooklyn? Because you saw how he was playing in Houston. He didn't really be there.
Y'all say play
he's
like
not
that.
interested.
He all-star. He's an all-star caliber player.
Yeah, that's just how good. That's just how good Harden is. That's just how good he is.
He's like 26, 8-8 or something like that. Something crazy.
Yeah, but okay, look at this. He never used to get injured. Now he's starting to get injured a lot. So that loses a step. That's
he
already.
I think he was capping by his injuries. Honestly.
Not last season. He was injured in the playoffs.
No, I'm talking about
I mean,
season,
for him to be out now,
was the first time he got injured. But I think this season he was capping by his injuries.
He's sitting out till the
I was gonna say for him to be out now,
he's
he's not injured. I mean, he's really injured. For him to be out now, he's out.
I feel like he just wants to justify why he sat down. I just think it would look crazy. It would look really because they were even saying that he didn't want to publicly say that he wanted to trade because he was worried about how it would make him look publicly. It will make him look bad as soon as he got traded, he started balling again.
Two things can be true, bro. Two things can be true. I think he didn't want to look bad publicly, and he's actually hurt. He's getting up there, bro. He's not the same James. You see how he putting on weight? He losing the fast metabolism, bro.
He looks bad. Like it looks bad on him. It looks bad on him now. Like it already looks bad on him now. For him to force his way out of two situations like that, it already looks bad on him.
They could have used him last night.
I saw the practice yesterday when him and Joel Embiid was practicing the step back. The crazy thing is, he actually looked like he was in shape. I feel like he be putting on like a fat suit and stuff, bro. He looked in shape in the video that I saw.
It was a baggy shirt, bro. Don't let it fool you.
He be wearing like 5 shirts.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I really
it was a 3XL, bro. Come on.
Nah, man. I'm just saying, man. I think James Harden fooled y'all.
Nah, I think he fooled. Hey, mark it here first, bro. This trade, both teams might have lost, bro.
That's crazy, nah.
I'm about to write that down. That's my hot take.
It's not gonna work out for both teams. All right, let's get back into this.
What does not working out mean though? What does not working out mean?
All right, so let's get into it. Does the Bucks still better than both of these teams? Like, do they not get past the Bucks?
Giannis?
Yes, Giannis. Yo, Giannis is the best player in the league. I'm sorry, he's the best player in the league.
He looked like a Shaq clone of KD.
Yeah, he was literally Shaq and KD. If Shaq and KD combined, if Shaq was in KD body, if Shaq's soul was in KD body and he had guard skills, he would be Giannis.
Yeah, bro. I see him come grab a board, come down, hezzy tween, ISO, step back, mid range, swish
for the 50th point. That was for the 50th point in the game. For him.
Come on.
Yeah, Bucks is nice. I can't. I'm not gonna say Brooklyn's out of it, bro. I can't.
Oh my god. Ethan, we went through this summer. When I told you that Giannis was the best, he was like, bro, I don't know, man. KD, Giannis is a monster.
I know he's a monster, bro. But look. Last year, KD did it by himself. He's not by himself no more.
That's true.
I mean, we'll have to see about the playoffs. But if he gets Kyrie, he didn't have Kyrie at all. He had barely. Well, James Harden was hobbled, but that's like having no James Harden. He's gonna have Ben Simmons. Of course, Ben Simmons can't guard Giannis, but at least KD doesn't have to do it. He has somebody that can guard the best player. KD don't have to worry about that no more. He can just hoop on offense. Kyrie's back. You got Andre Drummond who can get rebounds, put it back up. You got Seth Curry. I think they're a different team now. You give them some time. I think that they can beat the Bucks. They could maybe, but you also gotta remember Drew Holiday's on that team, and then Kyrie can't play home games.
Nah. We should think about Kyrie playing all the games in the playoffs because New York is probably gonna live. Well, even if New York doesn't, Adam Silver talked about it the other day. He was like, "That's stupid." So if the commissioner's saying something about it, I'm pretty sure it's probably gonna get changed, or they just gonna pay the fines because he could play in the home games. It's just like a $5,000 fine each time or something. It's monetary.
So if you get Kyrie back with KD, and if KD can play a little bit like how you played last season, because KD was playing out of his mind, bro. He had the best. He was playing the best in that series. He was the best player in that series last year.
Nah, but
he was, and like Skip Bayless says, he was a foot an inch of a toe away from beating them single-handedly.
Yeah, but I feel like you not accounting for that Giannis has gotten better, bro.
Of course.
Yeah, you not.
Of course.
Like, Giannis got better. Like,
But weren't we
like,
saying
from last
KD was
season-
MVP before he got injured? Wasn't he playing like the best in the league with Steph? With Steph?
Yeah, he was in his duffel. He was.
I'm saying like KD
KD
can get better too.
But I also think throughout the season, Giannis and the Bucks have been kind of sleepwalking through the season, like how championship teams usually do. You know what I mean? I just feel like Giannis is in his duffel, bro. This is how I always look at the Giannis and KD thing when they play each other. Giannis's 2 points are guaranteed because he shoot his shots at the rim. KD gonna go off and KD shoots a high percentage, but that's the nature of being a jump shooter. You either on or you off. You got to bet on whether you on or you off. Giannis don't have to do that. His points are guaranteed.
But when is
He's
like
38 points a game, 15 rebounds.
That's but
eight
KD is KD. But tell me like a time KD was off, like he was playing bad in a series.
In the overtime in that game when he was tired.
He won't have to. I'm saying he won't have to be tired if he has KD, if he has Kyrie and Ben Simmons and all that help. He won't have to be tired.
We'll see. When he off, who gonna take the jump shots? Ben Simmons. So, nah. I mean, we'll see. I agree.
He just threw a shot.
I agree that the Nets
can't help himself.
I agree that the Nets did get better. Like I agree that the Nets did get better, and it's more of a back and forth. But I don't know, man. It's just Giannis is just scary, man. It's just like he can get it anytime he wants. I think he can really score 50 any game he wants to. And he never get tired. He never seemed tired. Like I don't know, it's the African in him, bro. He's older.
Gracious. All right,
Giannis is a monster, bro. Giannis is a monster, bro.
Oh man,
Giannis is a monster. All right. Anything else y'all want to get? Anything y'all want to talk about NBA, NFL wise? Anything else?
Yes. I do have something to say.
Right.
Has anyone seen the Mavericks?
Oh God!
They got rid of Porzingis. They got rid of Porzingis.
No, I did see. I saw highlights. I didn't watch the game though, but the highlights looked good.
That game was amazing yesterday.
Oh man,
they beat the number one team in the East, the Heat, and Luka didn't even have a good game because they were strapping him. They was double teaming him with Bam and Jimmy, and he still pulled it out because of good coaching by Jason Kidd. You know who isn't a good coach?
Rick Carlisle. I know.
Rick Carlisle.
This man hate Rick Carlisle.
They beating the Wizards right now.
Whoop-de-doo.
Yeah, the Wizards suck.
Oh man, they just got Porzingis.
Is he playing? Yeah. Oh my God, is he playing?
Bertans
look tough. So. The Wizards might just be trash.
The Wizards have the worst front office of all time. Why would you trade for Porzingis?
Yeah, I don't understand.
Yeah, I don't. They acting like he was. They acting like he the piece that they needed. I don't know.
The pick and rolls, Bradley Beal and Porzingis.
That's disgusting. If I'm Bradley Beal, I'm angry. If I'm Bradley Beal, I'm screaming in a pillow right now, yo. What's wrong these days, bro?
Bro, oh my God, man.
It's funny because I'm like, dang, Nets got blown out.
All right, y'all. This thing about the Wizards just made me mad. I can goose the next episode.
We need to trade for Bradley Beal.
Who is we?
I don't know. We just need some. We need some. I just be sad. I be thinking about the Lakers, and I just be getting sad, man. I'm not gonna lie.
He's addicted to the grind too. Bradley Beal.
I don't really like Bradley. I guess he'd be a good second, third option scoring wise.
Anybody's better than Russ at this point. I don't know, bro. But hey, it is what it is.
You saying something, Ethan? Come on.
Oh, you can't hear him?
My shit start working. But
all right, y'all.
Yeah, that means it's time to end the episode.
Today's episode of Bros.
Why should
Make
do
sure make sure you follow all of these socials at the bottom: Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and follow
Don't forget about
Nimbus
the
Network.
YouTube.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
Nimbus Network Media Channel.
Subscribe.
Yes,
And let's get it.
Hello?
Yeah, you good, bro. We just ended the show, bro.
I know. I can hear y'all now.
Alright.
That's funny.
All right, man. Thank you guys for listening. We'll be back next week. We out.